Professional mixed martial arts, the fight scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds.
I would love to be in contact with Dana White in the UFC.
24 years of age.
I would even arm wrestle Joe Rogan for the rights for us to do UFC announcing.
With a record of 1 win, 0 losses. From Marietta, Georgia, fighting for Fusion MMA, blue corner, Andrew Higgins.
You got to blow up the message boards. Get on MMA.tv. Tell everybody how badass me and Lee Roper are.
Fighting the red corner at 30 years of age at a height of 5'10", also a weight of 155 pounds, with a record of 0 wins, 1 loss, and 1 draw. From Stone Mountain, Georgia, fighting for Trammell Martial Arts, red corner, Philip Sehunuk.
Taking Higgins.
I'm taking Higgins.
Chris Mize will be your referee again.
Who would you take if me and Higgins were fighting?
Fretwell, of
Yingling, Wild Bills. Welcome to round 1 from Hooters.
Just checking. I don't know, that's a pretty badass tattoo on his back.
That's why I'm taking him.
Oh, share ink alone.
Southside Steve has still not given us our shout out tonight. I'm a little bit disappointed with that.
We might have to pay him a little visit. No bust on either one of these guys, but they're relatively small 155 pounders, wouldn't you say?
I would agree.
There are some massive.
Sehunuk's very small 155 pounder.
There are some massive 155 pounders out there. Nice high single here. Decent defense from Sehunuk. Higgins in. Big lift. Big slam.
Crowd loving the slam.
Full guard there. I think Higgins is probably going to get credited with a takedown. Got Higgins, 24 years old, 5'10", 155 pounds, 1-0, Marietta, Georgia, Fusion MMA. Philip Sehunuk, 30 years old, 5'10", 155 pounds.
Another slam.
0-1-1, Stone Mountain, Georgia, Trammell Martial Arts. If I'm the bottom guy of those slams, the first slam scares me, the second one, not so much. The funny thing was, and I'm ashamed to admit it, my 9-year-old religiously watches professional wrestling. I don't know if that's bad parenting or not. DFACs, please don't come to my house. But I was explaining to him, embarrassingly enough, that those guys flying out the top ropes and hitting the floor of the ring is actually pretty painful.
Oh, I'm sure.
I wouldn't do it for a living. He realizes it's fake, though. For the record, he knows it's fake. Embarrassingly enough, he does cheer for certain people. Your dad's a wrestling coach and you watch pro wrestling. I don't admit that openly and freely. Really not much going on here. Kind of body head for Higgins. Sehunuk just locking him down. If I'm Higgins, I kind of want to posture up, try to rain down some damage. I mean, this is full-blown pro MMA, so elbows are legal, knees are legal everywhere, but to the head, elbows are legal everywhere. These fans off a pretty vicious elbow knockout from guard from Chibonic are going to get a little restless here shortly.
Which, by the way, this is the rubber match. We're all tied up for the night.
Are we really? 5 apiece?
5 apiece.
You were down 2. I was up 2-0. Pretty quick. And then boom, you just battle back like a champ. Champions find a way is what we say.
Champions find a way.
Champions find a way. Right now, Higgins has got to find a way to pass guard and deal some damage here. Or Sehunuk's got to find a way to lock up submission attempt. Chris Mize says, I've seen enough. Let's dance. And I like a good square dance. Followed by a nice white wine and some cheese, of course. To me, looking at these guys moving on their feet, Higgins definitely a little bit more seasoned than the two. Leg kick.
Hold on. Take it back to your square dance, white wine and cheese comment. I was thinking square dance, moon pie, and RC Cola.
True. I went redneck dance and then classy after. Oh, nice body lock there. Inside control, much better situation for Higgins here. I went redneck dance and a classy meal.
You're in the spirit of Hooters tonight.
He's got a head and arm here. I'd really be surprised if he could choke Sehunuk out with a head and arm. If he can push that near arm down and trap it with his right leg, which is what he's trying to do right now. You can kind of tap a guy out there with kind of an elbow crank. Usually not going to happen, but you can definitely block the arm off and rain down some damage. Still working that wrist. Sehunuk doing a decent job of fighting it back out. Higgins feeling the pressure. Turns in the right direction. Ends up in full guard, though. Sehunuk needs to be busy here, though. He's obviously losing the round. He's got to be busy. He's got to work for submission attempt. You like to see that from Higgins posturing up, trying to rain down some damage. 17-31. At a brief stint in college, Lee Roper is the college wrestler, two-time NCAA qualifier for App State. He's the man. At a very brief stint in college at Georgia State, chose to just focus on school. Fourth string doesn't really say, hey, keep coming back year after year in wrestling in college. Lee Roper, on the other hand, complete smasher.
That's why you're making a lot more money than me right now.
That's all right, man. You can talk about the glory days at App State. What do I have? Just pools of money to backstroke in. What is that?
What is that exactly?
Hey, check out CompoundWrestling.com, though. Me and Lee did open a phenomenal wrestling school on the south side of Atlanta. In 3 years, we're going to have a handful of guys running through brick walls all over the country on the wrestling scene. Back to the fight. Little leg kick there from Higgins, doesn't connect. Higgins, not a full-blown double leg attempt there. He thought about it for a second. To me, it looked like he was winning the stand-up war, even though there wasn't a ton of exchanges. Guess he just wants to get it to the ground. Thanks for tuning in live on the internet. I'm Cliff Fretwell. Along with me is
Lee Roper.
We like to call him Coach Lee-Rod.
I'm going to smash him one day for that. Just smash him.
Oh, looked like a slip on a head kick there. I was about to say Sehunuk can up kick here. Higgins jumped in guard. I saw her out of the corner of my eye.
I saw her out of both of my eyes.
That's because I'm focusing on my craft and multitasking. When hot chicks walk by, you're clearly focused on the hot chicks, craft second.
That's called bird dogging where I'm from.
Bird dogging, Frankie. That's why I'm going to be on ESPN News.
Hey, I've already said I'm making my career out of riding your coattails, so just go on. Buddy.
They're long as hell. There's a lot of people on them. Full guard here for Sehunuk. Loading up on the body.
Sehunuk looks comfortable in this guard, but he's not doing much out of it, just kind of sitting here. Needs to do a little more work, especially after losing that first round, getting taken down right here at the beginning of the second.
Agreed. But one thing you got to think about If Sehunuk's uncomfortable here, really doesn't feel like he's got a ton of submissions, the best he can hope for is a stand-up. It's not really the best offensive plan. Looks like he's walking up a decent high guard here. He needs to start tying up some wrists and trying to punch him through. Look for maybe a triangle. Even if he's not super comfortable throwing a triangle, he's got to try something to open up an opportunity for him to score some type of offense. Neither guy, I will say this, neither guy needs to be comfortable in full guard. I take that back. There's some guys that are pretty effective in full guard. Tito Ortiz is a good example. He's just going to smash his way through a full guard. But I'm sure there's better examples. That's just one that popped in my head. Sure, I'll get blasted for that. Tito Ortiz sucks now, bro. Oh, a little leg kick there. Sehunuk does what he should do off that leg kick, which is fire an overhand right down the middle anytime he sees a leg kick coming.
Double leg attempt.
Was that really a double leg attempt?
Running double.
Oh, did I just see a judo? Boom!
Big throw. Sehunuk's bell's rung here.
Side soup. Sehunuk definitely.
This is trouble. Fight's gonna stop here.
Does Lee Roper go up 6-1 on me? Does he pull the Robinson on me? We'll call it the Robinson tonight. Armbar attempt. If I'm
Oh, he gets it. It stopped.
Pretty impressive finish there from Higgins. You still taking me if me and Higgins fight?
I still take you.
All right.
I've seen your work. Now, I mean, you have some serious training to do. I'm not taking you coming off the street.
I'm 2 days away from the best shape of my life. Come on, son. Down to the ring, Southside Steve with a decision.
All right, your 10th fight of the night. 155 pounds, pro mixed martial arts, scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds. In the second round, at the 4-minute and 2-second mark, your winner by an armbar, blue corner, Andrew Higgins, Marietta, Georgia.